Alright, so you may notice our iron chest is looking empty, and we do actually have some iron still down at where we're going to build the moss farm, but either way, we're looking low on iron, and while yes, the moss farm was what I was planning for this episode, I'm really thinking we need an iron farm first, and I need to leave this room. This is so loud. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start clearing a section up top where we're actually going to build this iron farm. I'm going to blend the iron farm in later on to make it look like ruins in this jungle. But for the time being, we're just going to go with the standard iron farm design and then work out the actual look of it later on so it looks nice up here. And wow, I need to fix the situation with mobs here. This is, yeah, we need to light this whole area up somehow. All right, so I'm thinking we do want to keep the iron farm close. And I'm thinking we do it right here. And obviously we have to clear out all this area first to make it actually look like, you know, kind of a flat area where you can build an iron farm. And then we're just going to build everything out of stone and glass for now. And then we'll actually worry about the design and look of it after it's done and we start getting some iron in. I'm just worrying about the functionality of this farm for right now because we're on day 159 already. 200 days is coming up very fast and I really want to have a bunch of farms done before 200 days. So let's get to work on clearing out this whole area here. Alright, so post time lapse I did a little more work on this. I got all the rail laid out up there for all the villagers to go and do the little chambers up there, and as you can see back there I also got a zombie. So we're a little ahead now. I've got the rail all the way down to this villager breeder and we can start going ahead and taking these villagers up into the actual system. I had to flip around this little thing and apparently it doesn't completely work. It doesn't look like they're flat on the ground, so we're gonna have to figure out something there. Alright, so I believe I fixed it. I just flip around the water system and perfect. Alright, so fortunately we have to chase this guy all the way up. Not exactly the best way to go about this, I guess, but it still works. So now we just have to break the minecart and get this guy to fall down into the chamber. This is definitely the part I hate most. I always feel like I'm just going to bash the villager in with this axe. Alright, perfect. Didn't hit him, and he actually ran straight in there. So that actually makes everything a lot easier. Just have to get the rail set back up, and we can go down and start putting more in. So we need to, as you can see, there are 3 beds in each chamber. We need 3 beds in each one, obviously. And if I haven't said this already, this is a design by Gnembon. I'll try to link the video for it down in the description below. The original design is actually by Gnembon, but I used a video by Gecko where he actually breaks down how to build it and does the fixes for it for 1.17 because there were a few changes in the update that you had to work with. Alright, so I definitely messed up. I accidentally broke the carpet and string that was on this bed, and now this villager was able to jump out of the chamber. And it's unlikely that he's going to go back in with the other villager. And as you can see here, I actually started building up the pathway for the zombie to go as well. But now we have to figure out how to get that villager out. And also, something is wrong about this whole thing. I think I've messed up a measurement somewhere, and I'm not exactly too sure where. Alright, so after a lot of work, I think only one lost villager. We had to drop him off this platform. We actually did manage to get all 3 of them into that chamber. So that one is now completely done. we shouldn't have to worry about that one again. They seem to have all found their beds, and they all will wake up on the same spot, so that one is perfect. So now we just need to go ahead and start getting the villagers into the other chambers. I also mentioned before that something was wrong with one of the pillars, and it was. I accidentally placed the kill chamber like 3 blocks off, so that messed up the whole track and I had to redo it. But I did get it all figured out now, so it should all be working once we get these villagers in. Alright, so we've got the villagers in for the most part, and we also got the zombie into the system as well. So now pretty much everything is done, and as you can see, iron golems are starting to pile up because I definitely forgot to actually make the kill chamber for this thing. So now they're just piling up right here. So we're just going to have to lava them, try to kill them off, and hope all their items go into the bottom so we can get this system up and running. And it also appears like we're being attacked by a zombie horde at the same time, but they can't reach us right here, so we should be fine. Alright, so the kill chamber is actually really easy. It's just some signs with some lava on top. Now what we're actually going to do in the future is we're going to make a single kill room, so this won't have hoppers or the lava or anything. It's actually going to fall down into a water stream, and then all 4 towers will push into a center spot for all the golems to burn right there. That's going to make storage a lot easier, collecting all the iron and disposing of the roses a lot easier, so definitely should be interesting once we get that set up. And we're actually going to do a sorting system to get the roses and put them straight into a composter so we get some bone meal out of it. Alright, so pretty much this whole thing is done. These iron golems actually spawned on the minecart track that I had to put the villagers in, so they're not a problem at all. They should also be out of the spawn radius, so I don't think I'm going to kill them for right now. I'm just going to kind of leave them here so they deal with the mobs. But this thing is basically done, and we just have one final villager to put into that chamber right there. Alright, so this guy I think is about to go in. And there we have it, a final complete iron farm. We just have to tear down all the minecart track and everything like that, and we're completely good. You can see the zombie actually going around that in the center, and that's going to actually scare the villagers, and then from there an iron golem will spawn, and will obviously fall down into the kill chambers that we have set up. This farm is super efficient. It's a farm design that I've built with friends on some of the realms and servers I've been on, so it's definitely a great design. And as you can see, we already had 3 stacks of iron in that chest, and this thing has just barely been finished. Alright, so something a little weird is going on. As you can see, there is no iron in this, and no iron golems are falling into this chamber or that chamber, any of the ones on the north side of this, and I'm not exactly too sure where I messed up here. They should all 4 be spawning. So now I have to figure out why 2 of the 4 chambers of this aren't working, because I'm still getting plenty of iron, but like half my farm isn't working, so I definitely messed something up, and now we have to figure that out. The good news is the 2 sides that are working extremely fast, and we already have over 3 stacks of iron in each of these chests. Alright, so I just walked out to go check on the iron farm, and a creeper just blew up right here. Fortunately though, it destroyed a few blocks up front, but didn't touch the redstone at all. So that's actually complete luck. So I've been working on this thing for a little bit, and I think I've identified one of the problems. I definitely need to close that up as well. But as you can see, I did take some of the iron out already, but you can tell from just the poppies that we're still getting a lot. These 2, however, still not working. I absolutely have no idea what is wrong with this one. Oh boy. Still need to light this whole area up. But this one, from what I can tell, is a couple, I think 1 block too high. And I think that's what's causing the zombies not to, or the golems not to spawn. Okay. Alright, so it also appears that 1 villager in each of these chambers isn't sleeping. Alright, these guys definitely see the zombies, so why are they not spawning a golem? Those guys see the zombie as well. See, those ones see it, and then they spawn a golem. These guys They see it. And a golem spawns. So what? And we've got all three sleeping in both of these now. Oh, we've got golem spawn here. Has this farm just magically fixed itself when I came up to look at it? Let's see. Let's see. We have golem spawning there. Alright, I have no idea what just happened and why this farm just fixed itself. I think it might have been because these villagers weren't pathfinding to the bed. That's my best guess, honestly, but I really have no idea. But that means this farm is once and for all complete, and I don't want to break the wrong block here. So let's go ahead, head down, that one, okay. Okay, give me back my log. Look at that. We have 2 golems have now spawned in this one, and it looks like a second golem spawned there. We are at full efficiency now, and the next thing that we need to do really is to make a unified kill chamber. So we'll do that in the center here, but we really need to figure out what's actually going on in my base right here. So actually, we're just gonna dig straight down. It's my base, I can do that. Alright, that's kind of what I was expecting. So it looks like we have the farm right here. So we need to figure out a way to actually get around this. And these are slabs, aren't they? Yep. Alright, so we definitely need to figure out a way to get around this farm right here with the iron golems. But as you can see, we are on day 174. We're pretty much out of time for this episode. So we're going to have to figure out both the iron golem kill chamber and the moss farm in the last, or not the last, but the next episode. And then we'll be at 200 days. 200 days of hardcore Minecraft. Can't believe we've actually made it this far. I'm definitely excited to get this iron golem situation figured out. And I'm excited to see that moss farm actually go into action. That thing is going to be insane. And we've actually been collecting a lot of honey. So we should have all the honey blocks that we need for this project now. We should have all the target blocks we need as well. Although I'm not positive about that. So we will go ahead and make sure that we have all those items before we start next episode. But that is all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like on it, and if you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button as well. A lot of work goes into these hardcore episodes, so I definitely really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.